Hi everyone, it's Katie here. Today we're going to be scrapping a picture I found of my oldest daughter on her first day of second grade. So, for those of you who think you're so far behind, that child is leaving for college in a couple weeks. I am going to prep the background page, or the white page, with some gesso because I'm thinking I'm going to do some mixed media on this page. I end up just kind of spraying it, spritzing it with some chimeras, but I just went ahead and gessoed it up anyway, which probably made it a nicer finish once that dried. Anyway, so I am taking some paper that I got from the uh, hip kit, and I'm just going to trim it up a little bit, and I'm trimming about a half an inch on the top and bottom before I put it on the background page. I really like how that pink ombre goes. I just really, really do like that. Maybe I could have used the whole background, but I kind of like the page. I like that pink paper so much. I wanted to save some for another project, so that is why I cut it. So I go ahead and I glue that down, and because I want to use some kind of greenish tealish embellishments, I did find a matting that has grays, some of the pinks, and that same kind of greenish tealish color in it on it already to kind of draw all of that together so I can go ahead and use that green teal color with the pinks. Now I'm trying to put these paper layers down, and they're giving me a little bit of trouble because I didn't actually really plan out how I wanted them. I'm trying to just be faster about my process, but it's just driving me nuts because it's not exactly how I want it. So that's why I keep putting them down, taking them up, putting them down, taking them up. And eventually I'm going to figure it out, and that's going to be great. It's about right there. I think I know exactly where I want them. Go ahead and use that clip. It says amazing, which, of course she's amazing. But for the title of this scrapbook page, I kind of just let the embellishments be the title, which basically it's going to be amazing and awesome once we're done with it. I really like how that teal color looks on the pink. I think it's a good complementary color, right? It's the same hue on the color wheel, so it will go together. And there we go. It wasn't exactly where I wanted it again, so I just ripped everything off, put it back down, and this time I believe I am absolutely done moving those background layers. Do y'all ever do that? Do you ever like try to put something down? Oh, I guess I wasn't. You ever try to put something down and then you're like, it's just not working for you, and you just keep trying and trying and trying until you finally get it exactly the way you want it? Yeah, that's me. And scrapbooking is not necessarily supposed to be perfect. I just wanted it a specific way for the little alphabet that I'm putting underneath the amazing paperclip. I want that to kind of show, but not be completely prominent or be completely hidden. So the placement of those layers was kind of important to me in that. I'm using some Stampin' Dimensionals on the Awesome to give it a little dimension and lift off the page. I am going to put it on, mounted on that flower. So the flower kind of becomes a background, and kind of the green and the Awesome and the pink in the flower, it kind of makes the Awesome stand out a little bit more. Then I'm going to put my ampersand. Love it. So anyway, there's that little alphabet that I was talking about, kind of how I want to put it kind of behind the amazing, but not totally. Just because it was school and the alphabet is school. And I don't know, I just saw that and I thought that I'm going to use it on this page. So there I am with my shimmers, and I am just kind of spraying it down, and then I am using it to kind of make ink blots. I'm not the awesomest at that, not the best at it, but I am learning. So on my ampersand, I did use some Stampin' Dimensionals, and I just put them around the whole ampersand on the back so it would come up. Now, I also thought that I would try using some thread. I have used thread on cards that I've made before. It was actually something, I don't think I made a card in the last 3 years that didn't have thread, but I haven't really used it in my scrapbooking page. or pages. So I figured, hey, why not? Let's try it. So I'm just putting a little glue on the back and just kind of gluing that down. Then I thought I might use some thread in another spot on the page, but maybe kind of behind that awesome. But I just kind of didn't like the way that it was looking. So I nixed that idea and went on about my way. So now I'm going to glue down that layer. And of course, I'm going to mess up with my thread. I'm going to mess it up. But that's okay. It's supposed to be messy, so there's really no way to mess up thread. I'm going to peel the backs of my Stamp It Dimensionals to put my awesome down. Little Stamp It Dimensional so the heart comes off the page a little bit. Now I'm looking for, in our Hip Kit Club, some of our epoxy stickers, and I just find one pink heart that I'm going to use. I was thinking about using maybe one or two other things from there, but I ended up just using the one pink heart right there. Then I am looking at some other stickers that we had that I have, but I didn't really see anything that I wanted. Now, the page kind of looked like it was floating to me, so I went ahead and I outlined it with a black Sharpie just to ground the page, anchor it down a little bit, and then I went ahead and I also outlined that pink layer kind of for the same purpose, just to outline it. Now, on that whole side of the pink layer is where I'm going to put a lot of my journaling, which you can see a picture of at the end of this video. So there you have it. That's my page. If you liked it, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos, please be sure to subscribe. And until next time, create something beautiful.